this video, I'm going to talk about flexibility. Flexibility is an essential and often overlooked area of fitness and health. Many people have aches and pains and even get injured because they have neglected their flexibility. Now, our body is going to tighten up when we're sat for long periods of time at a desk, in a car, or any other stationary position. We can avoid this by incorporating some simple stretches into our daily exercise routine. Now, I can attest to the fact that I have neglected my flexibility. Usually I would use an excuse such as, I don't have enough time, which of course is a load of nonsense. You have to make time, commit to it, and make sure that you do it every time you exercise, afterwards preferably, and even when you're not exercising, especially if you're spending a lot of time in a seated position, as I just mentioned. So people who are working from home or in the office, most of the time you're going to be sat down. You're going to get tight, so you need to make time for stretches. Flexibility is very important here. When you stretch, I suggest you begin at the bottom by stretching from your calves and working your way up. So you begin with the calves, moving upwards from there to the hamstrings. The hamstrings are the back of the leg. Then we have the glutes, which is your butt muscles, quads, front of the thighs, your abdominals, your lower back, your middle and upper back, shoulders, arms, neck. Try to spend 30 to 60 seconds on each stretch at first. You can perform them as many times as you like, but try to do them at least all once to begin with, at the end of your workout when your muscles are already warm, preferably. It should be uncomfortable, but not acutely painful. We don't want you to get hurt by stretching, because we're trying to stretch to avoid you getting hurt. Gradually increase the depth of your stretches over time. For static stretches, which is the type of stretches that we're going to go through today, I would suggest that you do these after exercise. When we're exercising, we want the muscles to contract and be strong, so that's the message that we're going to send to them. So we do warm-up drills for this. Usually, if you're going to do squats in your workout, the best warm-up for squats is a squat. You probably start off with a lighter load, or start off very slowly if you're doing body weight exercises to get your knees warmed up, but then you gradually increase the intensity as you move into your working sets. The message here is that your warm-up needs to be specific to the exercises that you're going to be doing. So if you begin warming up by, I see a lot of people, and this is an example in the gym, they warm up by walking on a treadmill. This doesn't usually correlate to what they're going to do in the gym. So they walk on a treadmill and then they're going to go and do an upper body workout or even a lower body workout. It doesn't really translate. So essentially it's a little bit of a waste of time. There are much better ways in which to warm up. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's not really going to be optimal. Another good way to warm up is by doing dynamic stretches. Now, dynamic stretches are where your muscles and joints go through a full range of motion. And this can also be directly linked to the workout that you're going to do. So it is preparing your body for exercise instead of trying to get your muscles to relax.
The first stretch is a calf stretch. So you're going to position the toes and balls of one foot on a stair step or calf block, or something that you can elevate the balls of your feet on, with your arches and your heels extending off. You can use a railing or a wall or anything that you can grab hold of for balance. With your knees straight, shift your body weight to one foot, hold the stretch, and then repeat with the opposite leg. The second stretch is a hamstring stretch. You just need to place one foot on an elevated surface, which could be a table, a chair, sofa, etc. And you're going to gently straighten your knee and flex your toes towards you. If you can, also try and reach your hands over your toes. If not, just gently push your fingers down your shins as far as you can go. Of course, you want to gently ease into this stretch, don't go down too fast, and we want a slight level of discomfort, but not acute pain. The next stretch is a quad stretch, and it's a kneeling quad stretch. This kneeling quad stretch loosens the muscles right above your knee especially well. Start off in a high lunge position with your right foot forwards, then slowly drop your left knee to the ground. Take a few moments to find balance, and once you're stabilized, with your left arm, reach back for your toes on your left foot, and you can actually place your left foot on the sofa or chair behind you. Hold it for 30 seconds, slowly release your hold on the left foot, come back to the high lunge position and then switch sides. With your left foot forwards, perform this move on your right quad. The fourth stretch is a stretch for the glutes. Begin by sitting upright. Place your right ankle on your left thigh just above your knee. Place your hands on your shins. Keeping your back straight, lean slightly forwards to deepen the stretch, pushing down on the knee. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds. Return to the starting position. Repeat with the other leg. The fifth stretch is a stretch for the lower back and the glutes. So you've got to lay down on the floor, keeping your shoulders pinned. Pull your knee across your body and push it towards the ground. Hold for 50 to 30 seconds and switch. The sixth stretch is an inner thigh stretch, also known as the butterfly stretch. Sit up straight and tall with your knees bent. Drop your legs to the sides and bring the soles of your feet together. Grasp your feet and ankles and slowly lean forwards, keeping your spine straight. Place your elbows on the tops of your thighs and gently press down until you feel a stretch. The next stretch is a neck stretch. This stretch can be done seated or standing, and you're going to place one hand on the top of your head and slowly tilt your head to one side, left or right. Apply gentle pressure with your hand to increase the stretch. Hold on to one side for 30 seconds, then slowly lift your head up and repeat the stretch for the other side. The next stretch is for the triceps. Standing with your feet shoulder width apart, extend your left arm over your head and bend your left elbow, bringing your palm as far down your back as you can. Grab your left elbow with your right hand and gently pull it to the right until you feel a stretch. Hold for 30 seconds, then switch arms and repeat. Now we have a shoulder stretch. This is a cross-body shoulder stretch. Start standing or sitting tall. Grab one arm above your elbow with your opposite hand and pull it across your body toward your chest until you feel a stretch in your shoulder. Make sure to keep your elbow below shoulder height. Hold for at least 30 seconds and then repeat on the other side. Next is a bicep stretch. This is a seated bicep stretch, so you'll need to keep your head, neck and spine in one line. Try to avoid slumping or arching your back. In addition to your biceps, you'll also feel a stretch in your shoulders and chest. Sit with bent knees and your feet flat on the floor in front of your hips. Place your hands on the floor behind you with your fingers facing away from your body. Evenly distribute your weight between your feet, buttocks and arms, and slowly move your buttocks forwards towards your feet without moving your hands. Hold this position for around 30 seconds, return to the starting position and relax for a few seconds. The final stretch is a stretch for the abdominals and the lower back. So you're going to start off in a cobra pose or face down on the floor with your legs behind you and hands positioned beside your chest. Extend your arms to make them straight, raising your torso off the floor at the same time. Hold for around 15 seconds and then sit back onto your heels and exhale, at which point you should feel a nice release in the lower back as well. Stay in this position for 10 to 15 seconds and then return to the starting position.